were I to sign House Bill 68, Ohio would be saying that the state knows better what is medically best for a child than the two people who love that child the most.
And with those words, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine sent shockwaves and sparked outrage within conservative ranks as he refused to enforce a statewide ban on gender-altering procedures for minors. Of course, liberals like to sugarcoat it by calling it gender-affirming care, but a lot of these things are irreversible and destructive to children. Governor DeWine instead left those decisions in the hands of parents. And of course, this took place on the heels of a federal judge also blocking an Idaho law, which would have also banned gender-altering surgeries for people under the age of 18. And many are fearing this could be starting a disturbing trend. Let's bring in our panel to debate this and welcome in right now Republican strategist Krysia Lenzo with us today, and also political analyst Jonathan Harris. Great to have you both in with us.
Great to be here.
You know, I think part of the problem with this is if you are 18 and older, sure, do what you want. It's your body. You know, you're at the age where you can do a lot of different things if you want to do it. But when you're talking about minors who clearly could also change their mind or not have the maturity, this seems like extremely dangerous. Jonathan, how do you fall on this? Idaho and Ohio, aren't they putting children in danger?
Well, you know, I think it's tough because at the end of the day, if you kind of pan back a little bit, both groups, at least according to what they say, both sides of this debate, have at their core a concern for children and children's well-being. So you can decide whether you agree with that or not. But one side says, hey, we shouldn't do this because it could cause irreparable harm to the child when they get older. The other side says, you know, not accepting what they say they need for to affirm their gender is, and this is according to the CDC, it causes depression, anxiety, they're more likely to attempt suicide, et cetera. So I think that the reality is it's a difficult situation because both groups say that they want what's best for children. What I think is interesting is that conservatives are always saying that they want things to be left to the parents in school and so on and so forth, but not this, because if this was left to the parents would make the call.
Well, I think also, too, part of the controversy is when you hear, and we always hear follow the science, but you just threw out the CDC statistic. I'll throw out the FDA statistic. In April 2022, puberty blockers, which would now be okay with minors, were warned because they caused brain swelling in children. How do we expect a parent to know this and then go on? Because like you said, Krysia, like Jonathan, maybe your kid's depressed, but you don't know. Your kid may also have brain swelling, and you're not knowledgeable enough to know this.
Well, I'm so glad you cited that statistic, because at this point, when it comes to many of these studies, they're actually suppressing the studies which are promoting detransitioning and talking about the fact that this is actually causing irreparable harm to minors whose brain have not been developed yet. And I would disagree, saying that both sides do not care about the welfare of children. It's really the side of those who understand that children's brains are not developed until their mid-20s, and they do not have the ability to make these decisions. Doctors are pushing this dangerous surgery. We heard about this with Chloe Cole, who was a detransitioning activist. She spoke out on Capitol Hill. She spoke to Governor DeWine, saying how she got a mastectomy when she was 15 years old. She received all sorts of hormone therapy, and now she wishes she had never done that. And this is so damaging to our youth.
Well,
and
I think we have some breaking news I have to cut in right now, and I know this is a conversation that's worth having because kids are at the center of all of it and what is going to move forward with some of these laws. So let's have you back real soon, Jonathan and Krysia. I appreciate it.
Thank you.